rock and sand. The first thing you'll probably do as a new hobbyist is make some impulsive decision. I've made every mistake imaginable, so you don't have to. You'll still make some impulsive choices. That's part of the hobby, but try to avoid the common mistakes I'm going to be laying out here. One common mistake is heading to Petco and picking up the only crushed coral that they have, which is the Florida crushed coral. While this can work, there are so many different options for sand that it's worth taking the time to find out what best suits your tank. Florida crushed coral is sold in these stores mainly for fish-only systems. Decide what kind of species of fish you may be interested in if they have any sand requirements. For example, wrasses, they like to sleep in the sand, so a finer grain is preferable. The same goes for jawfish. They need a deep sand bed, and if you're not willing to provide that, it's better not to keep them. I recently ordered 100 pounds of Ocean Direct sand from Chewy and was happy with their selection and price. Premium Aquatic offers a great option called Tropic Eden Reef Flake. It's a perfect mix of medium and fine grain, and it won't get blown away by stronger water flows like other products might. In my current system, I decided to go bare bottom. I would have liked to add sand, but I knew I wouldn't maintain it properly, and it would just turn into a nitrate factory. Instead, I used white starboard on the bottom. Back in the day, I visited Worldwide Corals and they used white starboard as well. They have since switched to black, though I'm not sure why. I think the white gave a nice illusion of the sand and reflected light better, which helps with coral growth. Sure, it can look dirty at times. I don't mind much. What does bother me are the algae patches that can trap debris, but those are easy to siphon out using my Forever Siphon, which drains straight to the sump via a filter sock. Be sure to check out my water change video. For more on that, I'll leave a link in the description. As for rock, I suggest going with a mix of Marco rock, shelf rock, and real reef rock and Carib Sea shapes. This is your first tank. You might not have the patience to craft a stunning aquascape just yet. That's why I recommend getting at least 20 pounds of Carib Sea shape. This stuff is amazing. Every piece you get is usable and it already comes in cool shape, so you may not need to spend extra money on Marco cement and super glue. I spent over $150 on those for my aquascape, so keep that in mind when budgeting. That said, I definitely would pick up a few 2-part epoxies. I usually get Instant Ocean ones from Amazon. They're the best price and always available. With prices going up, I've learned to make it last longer and I use it more carefully. Just make sure to plan your aquascape dry outside of the tank using cardboard cutouts of the tank's base dimensions and reference the height too.
So I'm working on a 90-gallon tank for somebody I know locally, and I recommended going with Carib Sea shapes, 40 pounds of it. And we also got Marco cement. The reason why I went with this rock is the time to do the aquascape is pretty much 10% of the time it would have taken if we gotten Marco rock. In that case, you would have had to buy a lot of rock, break it down, and rebuild it. It would have taken us weeks. So I figured this rock, we got it on Black Friday. So it was around 110 for 20 pounds, which is pretty good if you ask me. It's $5 a pound. For a rock that's this attractive looking is really worth it in my opinion. Plus there's no waste. So I thought it was actually a good price. So I'm going to make a video about me aquascaping this tank, but for now I wanted to show you guys what really nice rock looks like. I got 4 archways, I got some caves, some tunnels, and I'm going to add some Marco rock that I have laying around to the base and work its way up. I think they make the best kind of artificial rock. It just looks perfect to me. Even the color looks perfect. And one reason why I don't really like Marco rock is it has a lot of holes in it, and the edges are really raggedy. And I think fish tear their eyes up on those edges because it's not natural. But this is what I got so far. Stay tuned for the rest of the project. This is what I got in 2-3 minutes of working with the rock. But anyway, thanks for watching. Until the next one, peace out.